Okay, so being a teenager rocks. Teenagers don't understand what kind of power they hold. When you see a teenager walking an old lady across the street, or you see a teenager investing time in charity organizations, it has a bigger impact on people than when a grown person does it. Because we're expected to be selfish, we're expected to make mistakes and use our youth as an excuse to screw up. We don't understand how much power we have to move people. If we would just stop being selfish, stop doing what they expected of us, we would have so much power. Of course, we're never going to work collectively like that because there are so many teenagers out there that love exploiting our age, if that was the right word, that love taking advantage of our age and these expectations people have for us to just fail and screw up. There are those of us that decide, you know what, everybody's expecting me to fail anyway, so let me just go sleep around, have my fun while I have the chance until I have to become an adult. The thing is, in other countries, they don't get that. There comes a point when you turn 15 and you're an adult. You don't have this awkward mid-stage where you're allowed to screw up all you want until you get a job. That isn't how that works in other countries. And thinking that it's just an age thing that affects our choices, it has nothing to do with that. If we weren't expected to fail, if we weren't expected to screw up and use each other and be selfish little people just because of our hormones, it wouldn't be like that. So I don't think people understand how much power we have, and I don't think we understand it, because while some of us take advantage of that, a lot of us are just feeling put down, you know? We feel like we can't walk around in public without people assuming that we're going to do something wrong. And it's disheartening to a point where we don't use our youth for anything good. We have so much power. And also, for example, like Christian teens out there, you have a lot of power too, because when you think about it, people don't expect teenagers to really be thinking about the questions of life and is there a God and all of these things. If you invest yourself in the Word and you really take an interest and then you start trying to help other people, you have so little to lose. When adults do that, I mean, okay, think about it. After high school and college, your friends are pretty much just gonna be your peers in the workplace. That's gonna be it. Unless you're really good at holding on to those friendships you made in college and high school. But in the workplace, all you're gonna have is those peers, those people that you work with, and that is a lot to lose because they're adults, they've already been set in their ways, and if you say something that offends them, you can't change it. And if those are the only friends you have, you could end up like a really lonely person if you try to talk about God. But we have opportunities to make friends everywhere, and friends with people that are still forming their opinions on things, people who are relatively malleable and are still thinking. We have so much power. We have like power with very few restrictions. So don't act like you have so little time or like so little power, because you don't. You have massive amounts of power. And the thing is, being part of this apathetic generation, like a lot of people, adults, are talking about us like we're just the most apathetic generation in years, and it's sad. We need to stop being apathetic because we have strength and power and we need to wield that, take advantage of it. So I challenge you to do that, you know, stop being afraid, stop using your age as an excuse to screw up, and start getting your life together. Okay, now I'm going to talk about adulthood. This was a response to Conscious Cubed. So, you said being an adult sucks, and I can kind of agree with that, but only as much as any other age sucks. When you think about it, being a teenager sucks because people, I just talked about it, because our generation is apathetic, and they decide that it's okay to use their age to screw things up and to hurt people. Like, so many of my friends have been hurt by stupid guys because they decide they're just teenagers. It's okay if they screw up and hurt these girls, and it's not true. So that sucks, plus the whole, like, hormones thing, plus the whole figuring out exactly what it is that we believe and what we're going to stand for in the future. And then the pressure of trying to figure out what we're going to do with the rest of our lives, that's on our backs, even though it shouldn't be, because with all of these college classes, hold on, is my camera dying? No, it's not. Okay, with all of these college preparation classes that we're getting in high school, it's like you need to determine what you're going to do for the rest of your life right now, even though you're only 16 and 17 and 18. We're expecting you to know exactly what you're going to do, and if you don't, you're never going to have a future. It seems that way anyway, because if you don't do well in high school, if you don't know exactly where you want to go after high school, then you're screwed and you're never going to get back on your feet. So that's awful too, but there are some really awesome things about being an adult. See, when you're an adult, people take you seriously. Like, you can walk around in public holding hands with your significant other and people aren't going to glare at you thinking, oh, they're just probably screwing around, it's probably all about the physical stuff. They're not serious. I just dropped my camera as it's still recording. I'm sorry, I make a lot of hand gestures when I'm talking, but people give us a bad rap for that. So being an adult, people can take you seriously with your, like, human relationships. So there's that that's good about being an adult. And another great thing about being an adult is you have so much opportunity as well. Like, not in the same way that teenagers do, but you can use what you already know, and people can take you seriously for that. You can use the knowledge you have, the previous knowledge, and then use that in every other aspect of your life and gain more knowledge and have doors going pretty much anywhere. You can do whatever you want if you decide that you're brave enough, and that's the thing. I understand it's probably a lot harder for you because you have so much more to lose, but, you know, with prayer, anything's possible. And so if you need any prayer, I'm here, and I can pray for you, even if you don't believe. Prayer didn't hurt anything. So, yeah. I guess what I'm saying is I'm just encouraging you to take risks. And I really hope what I'm saying is making sense, because I review some of my videos sometimes, and I realize what I say doesn't always make as much sense as it does in my head. So, I apologize for that. If I was unclear about anything, shoot me a message, like a personal message in the box, because comments, you only get so many characters, and that frustrates me, but that's okay. So, yeah, if I wasn't clear enough on that. And I know I don't know as much as you do, because you are an adult, and so these are probably things you already know, but I'm going to tell you them anyway, because it might be a little bit encouraging. Sometimes you'll know something and you just need to hear it from somebody else. Like, when you'll be like, man, life is really hard right now, and then someone comes up and they're like, you can do it, and you know you can do it, because, I mean, you're a human, you're gonna, like, survive. But when somebody else comes up and says, you can do it, it's encouraging. So I felt like I should encourage you. So, Conscious Cubed, I hope that you stop being so stressed about life, and I hope that it's easier to start taking it one day at a time, and just enjoying the little things, and remembering how much power you have, and I hope you remember that it's okay to take risks, and that it's healthy to do something brave sometimes. So, yeah, I guess I'm praying for you, and I hope your day is going fantastic. And thanks for watching. Bye.